Good morning. Regarding the deportation, the questions raised always from the followers for the deportation by court, which is judicial deportation, and the deportation raised by the immigration administrative deportation. Now, the deportation by court, once you have a criminal case against you or against any person, there are some certain crimes, sample or example, forgery, you have cyber crimes, and sometimes depends on the act, and you have breach of trust, embezzlement or theft, depends on these kind of crimes, and the sexual offenses, you have a certain deportation by the judge, and the best way is to remove that or to ask to remove that, because there's no certain sure that you can remove that deportation easily. You have to request the judge for a mercy request by the prosecution side, for any Emirates by the prosecution side, public prosecution, and could be manual and could be the online, depends on the procedure they are using. For the administrative deportation, which is by the immigration, when you stay in the country and you overstay, that after your visa expires, there is a limit. Everybody says, I'll pay the fines immediately, so why there is a deportation? No, once you exceed the time, which the government decided maybe more than 1 year, 1 year and a half, you will have a compulsory deportation. And also here you have to make a mercy request, even inside your country or outside the country, and you have to wait for the result, and the Ministry of Interior will approve or not. So don't be used by scammers that, oh, don't worry, I will remove it for you. There is no certain. Everything belongs and decided by the government itself. They will accept or not, and they have their own reasons. There is a reason for accepting or not accepting. So once you pay someone and you say, I want to file a removal of a deportation, which they call it a mercy request, and you have to have a really a strong reasons why you want to come back, why you want to stay. Okay, one of the reasons is should be you should own a business, a big business. Why you are here, why you want to stay. Some of the reasons are the family, some of the reasons is the business, some of the reasons are studying. So these are examples, depends on the reasons. Once the government see these reasons are acceptable and strong to argue about, here you have the approval, then you can adjust your staying in the country and the papers, and you start a new visa. Once you get rejected, there's no harm to try again, but once you know the reality or the reason why they don't approve, I suggest you don't try anymore if there's a strong valid reasons. For example, a drug case. If you have a drug case and there's a criminal case against you in the country, and then you are convicted, then they deported you. 1%, I cannot say 100%, there's a 1% if the government will bring you back, because that's a big crime. Same thing for the sexual offenses, same thing goes for the cybercrime. If you are a hacker or something happened with the hacking, of course, you have to understand that's for the public interest. You consider as against the public interest or the public enemy, whatever you want to call yourself. So if there's a crime committed of forgery, there is a very small, tiny chance to come back, because you are a threat. Okay. Now, for the people who they are innocent, of course, they will be acquitted. They will not be deportation. So the deportation in the judge decision should be related to the crime, and you should be convicted after the 3 degrees in court, and you are 100% convicted. Final judgment. For the deportation of the immigration, as I said, if something happened, like the sponsor made an absconding, it's not in your hand, you are overstay, you have a valid papers, you find a job, you make a mercy request, 90% of the requests are going through once they see there's a certain or a strong reasons with a real documentation. This is the best explanation I can give you, and advise you stay away from scammers who they give you guarantees without applying a mercy request, without even approaching the governments. That is on you, because you should be aware and understanding the law and the system, how it works. You don't listen to people, they are not even illegal people. You cannot just go and handle your money to someone, walk on the street or walk in a typing center and say, give me money, I remove it. There is nothing called connection, there is nothing called around the table, there's nothing called, it's a system. Once you put a mercy request, it goes direct to the system, and the system will approve or not through the committee. There's a committee who study your case. There's no one call, I can do it by phone call, I can call someone. Stay away from these scammers. These people will be facing a sentence sooner or later, will be caught. That is for your own safety, on money, and don't be involved in illegal actions. Like and comment and share it for the knowledge. It's a very, very important to understand these two deportations and how the system and applications work. You have a nice day. I wish you to be safe always. Thank you very much.